Maria sighed. It feels like every time I go shopping with Noah, it turns into a battle. He's always asking for toys, sweets, or something we don't need. I used to enjoy shopping, but now I dread it. I just want to get what I need and go home. Shopping with children can feel overwhelming. Imagine it from their perspective. Colorful shelves stacked with tempting goodies, and they see you putting things in the trolley. They don't yet understand the effort it takes to earn money or why bills need to be paid. To them, shopping seems like a fun game of grab and go that they want to join. Tony laughed. If I let my 4-year-old Emma shop the way she wants, I'd end up with a trolley full of sweets, sparkly princess costumes, and enough chocolate to stock a shop. Then I'd be broke and eating instant noodles for weeks. Giving choices without losing control. Children thrive when they feel they have some control, but that doesn't mean handing them the reins entirely. Michael suggested, you can let them make small choices. It keeps them engaged without letting them run wild. Here's how. Limit the options. Ask them to pick 2 different shapes of pasta or the best-looking bananas. This gives them responsibility, but within your boundaries. Add fun challenges. Let them choose one special item from the produce section. For example, Sarah's son, Oliver, once picked an orange bell pepper because it looked unusual. It cost a bit more than the green ones, but it was worth it for the experience. Teaching budgeting with a small allowance. I've started giving my children a small allowance for shopping trips, said Sarah. If they see something they really want, they can use their own money. It's amazing how much more careful they become when it's their coins being spent. Giving children their own little budget teaches them the value of money. It also helps them understand that they can't have everything they see. Instead of you saying no, they're learning to make those decisions themselves. By the way, if you are looking for an amazing nursery to send your little ones to, check out our website at purplebeesdaynursery.com. Make shopping a team effort. Getting children involved in the process can turn chaos into cooperation. Tony shared, I have my children help me make the shopping list. At the store, they each get a small task, like finding the milk or checking the eggs. It makes them feel important and keeps them busy. While it's true that involving children might not make the trip quicker, it often makes it smoother. And when they feel included, they're less likely to throw a tantrum in the biscuit aisle. Managing the toy shop temptations. Anna asked, what about toy stores? I'm not buying Ethan a toy every time I pick out a birthday present for someone else's child. How do you handle that? This is one of the hardest challenges for children. Imagine walking into a shop full of amazing toys, but knowing none of them are for you. That's tough. A wish list can work wonders. Instead of shutting down their excitement with, no, you can't have that, you already have enough toys, try saying, wow, that looks really fun. Let's write it down on your wish list. Keep the list visible at home, like on the fridge, so they can add to it and revisit their wishes. By the time their birthday comes around, you'll have a handy list of ideas. Another tip is setting expectations before you go into the shop. You could say, today we're only shopping for Ava's birthday present. We're not buying anything for ourselves, but let me know if you see something for your wish list. This helps them focus on the task and reduces disappointment. Remember, it's not always perfect. Maria voiced what many parents feel. I don't always have the time to turn shopping into an exciting adventure. Sometimes, I just need to get the food and get home. That's okay. Shopping with children is rarely efficient, and that's part of the journey. When you have the time, involve them in the process and give them small choices. When you don't, set clear boundaries and stick to them. The more you practice these strategies, the easier it becomes over time. Shopping with little ones isn't always easy, but with a bit of planning and patience, it doesn't have to be a nightmare. It can even become a fun learning experience for them and a less stressful one for you. Sophie's story. The museum gift shop. Trapso. Sophie loves taking her twins, Lily and Oliver, to the city's interactive science museum. It's full of exciting exhibits, and they always have a brilliant time until it's time to leave. To exit the museum, you're forced to pass through the gift shop, a veritable maze of overpriced toys right at children's eye level. Lily and Oliver always plead for a toy, and Sophie often finds herself in a battle of wills, leaving her frazzled and questioning her parenting skills. On their last trip, Sophie decided to try a new approach. Right before entering the shop, she crouched down to their level and said, "We're not buying anything from the gift shop today, but if you see something you like, let me know, and I'll write it on your wish list." Armed with a notebook and pen, Sophie followed her children around the shop, jotting down items as they pointed them out with enthusiasm. To her surprise, the small shift completely changed the dynamic. Instead of tears and tantrums, Lily and Oliver were thrilled to focus on creating their wish lists. Sophie left the museum feeling calm and in control, and the twins were excited to show their dad what they had added to their lists. The wish list strategy helped Sophie set clear expectations, giving her children a sense of being heard while avoiding unnecessary purchases. Now it's her go-to tool for outings like these. Emma's story, the list that changed everything. Emma's son, Noah, is an energetic 4-year-old with a love of dinosaurs and snacks, lots of snacks. One day, right before dinner, Noah insisted they go out to buy dinosaur-shaped chicken nuggets and chocolate biscuits. Emma, feeling the exhaustion of a busy week, didn't have the energy to head to the shop. Noah's insistence quickly turned into frustration, and Emma sensed a meltdown brewing. Then an idea struck her. She handed Noah a piece of paper and a pencil and said, "Why don't you write down everything you'd like us to buy next time we go shopping? Then we can make sure we don't forget anything." Noah's face lit up, and he enthusiastically started crafting his list. Emma helped with spelling, while Noah carefully added his requests: dino nuggets, biscuits, strawberries, and apple juice. The act of writing calmed Noah down and gave him a sense of accomplishment. The next day at the shop, Emma handed him the list. Instead of darting off, Noah walked beside her, excitedly ticking off the items as they went into the trolley. When he tried to sneak in a second box of biscuits, Emma reminded him to stick to the list, and he surprisingly agreed. For Emma, the list has become a game changer. It's a simple way to channel Noah's energy into something productive, turning what was once a stressful task into a smoother experience for them both. James's story, the energy burn before the aisles. James had just returned from a weekend trip with his 3 children, Amelia, aged 5, and twins Theo and Isla, both 3. After hours in the car, he realized they were out of groceries and stopped at the supermarket on the way home. Big mistake. The children, cooped up from the long drive, were running wild, racing down aisles and ignoring his pleas to settle down. Desperate, James had a light bulb moment. He took them outside to the supermarket car park and said, "Right, before we go back in, I want you to run to the end of the path and back 3 times. Then hop, skip, and jump all the way to me." The children, thrilled by the chance to move, eagerly followed his instructions. After zigzagging around the bollards for good measure, they returned, giggling and much calmer. Back inside, James noticed the difference immediately. Instead of chaos, the children stuck close, helping him grab items from the shelves. Amelia even helped by spotting the cereal they needed. Sometimes, James reflects, it's easy to forget how much young children need to move. A quick energy burn can make all the difference, especially after long stretches of sitting still. Now, it's part of their routine anytime he spots restless behavior creeping in. Takeaway tips for parents. Set expectations early. Before entering a shop or any tricky environment, tell your child what to expect. Clear boundaries help avoid confusion and meltdowns. Use a wish list. Encourage your child to write down or draw what they'd like to have in the future. It shifts the focus from "I want it now" to planning for later, teaching patience and prioritization. Channel energy. Recognize when your child's behavior might be due to pent-up energy. A quick movement activity can reset their mood and make outings smoother. Turn shopping into a game. Give your child a small job, like picking out a favorite fruit or finding an item on the list. It keeps them engaged and gives them a sense of responsibility. Stay consistent. The more you use these strategies, the easier outings will become over time. Parenting young children is rarely smooth sailing, But with a few tweaks to your approach, even the trickiest scenarios can become more manageable. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share if you find our content helpful and informative. Your support helps us create more videos that make parenting and teaching a joy. For more information, visit us at purplebeeschildcare.com. Thanks for tuning in, and make sure you enjoy every moment with your children.